Welcome back. Yeah! It's raining outside. There's authentic rain noise in the background. Today, and don't get excited. I'm not doing daily blogs. This is just a temporary bit of excitement. Today in the blog, or by the time you see this, it'll probably been yesterday in the blog, I copied an email from a guy. I'm going to link it below. If you have kids, worth reading. If you have not kids, then this whole thing just doesn't matter to you. But anyway, he's got a boy that's 6 years old, and apparently last year they took him to the optometrist for the first time, and the optometrist, no surprise to you probably, gave him a -1 diopter prescription. Now this is, at that point, it was a 5-year-old little boy. Does a 5-year-old little boy have -1 diopter myopia? No, he doesn't. No, he does not. Absolutely not. You know the story. Kids, they play with things. Kids have particularly short arms. So for you, you might be able to go to like this kind of distance, but a little kid is going to have everything very close to the eye. Also, a little kid doesn't know when to stop playing on a smartphone or reading a book up close. Do 6-year-olds read? I don't even know. But they certainly play computer games. So all this close-up time, ciliary focusing muscle spasm. And that's all it is. Google Scholar, if I remember, I'll link it below. Full of studies. Pseudomyopia, near-induced transient myopia. That's all it is. And now what happens if you put a -1 diopter on a little boy? The little boy now is wearing this stuff, continuing to play with smartphones and computers and being up close all the time. Now you get hyperopic defocus. Now the little boy's eyeball elongates. And what happens, look at the link below, the father tells a story, they go back to the optometrist, and now little boy needs -2 diopters. 6 years old. It should be criminal. It's not, because even though we think of ourselves as incredibly evolved and we respect doctors and we respect what the establishment decrees as degrees that we can trust, it's complete nonsense. And what you do, I don't care. I get emails every day of people going, meh, does it really work? And you're charging money and blah. I don't give a shit, honestly. But little kids, I have a little boy now, and I kind of have strong feelings about somebody who went to school to prescribe lenses to cause myopia in my little boy. I wouldn't be cool with that. I would not be cool with that. And I'm not mad at the establishment. I say this in the blog. These things are the devil. They're doing their job. They're doing what they know. They're not bad people. Don't be crappy to an optometrist, because optometrists can be really nice people. Despina, who posts in the blog, is amazing. And she's participating back to 2020. She is an optometrist. She practiced for a long time. Optometrists are not bad people, but the whole idea of this glasses stuff, especially on freaking little kids, come on, it's going to lead to a -3. If the guy hadn't found endmyopia, his little boy, when he's 7, would be much closer to -3 than -2. And how many treatments do you know? Well, when you take the treatment, next year you need more of it. And next year after that, you need more of it again. This whole argument that the biology is broken is asinine. How was it not broken 50 years ago? How was it not broken ever before modern time? And how is it that glasses that are supposed to fix it just make it worse? It doesn't make any logical sense. People get mad at me, and people are like, well, your method and blah, 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 and it couldn't work, and what my optometrist said. And I'm just like, think for a minute. I didn't used to. I'm not blaming you if you never thought of it before, but use your head for a minute, right? You put this crap on your face, and as soon as you do, your eyes start getting worse. Not before, not anything else. When you start using this stuff, your vision gets worse. Short term, it gets better. Long term, it gets worse. That's the fact. And that's what happens to everybody who wears glasses. Can we all just wake up and pay attention for a moment? But whatever. The point is, little kids. If you have a little kid, This is the enemy. This, nothing else. And then really this and the people who sell this. But this is where it starts, right? You want to increase that distance. You want to limit the amount of time the kid is playing at this distance. You want to have the kid be playing with things further away, with things that are three-dimensional. Even up close is fine, as long as it's not staring at a screen. They can play with Legos all day. They're not going to become myopic, right? If your kid is already wearing glasses, don't just stop wearing glasses. We're not anti-anything. Reversing the myopia is a little bit bigger topic, right? You can't just suddenly take the glasses away from the kid because it'll feel like a punishment. Also, it's not going to improve their eyesight. You cannot just suddenly from one day to the next eliminate glasses, especially if it's multiple diopters. I'm not an optometrist, blah, blah, blah. Seek advice. You know what I'm saying. But if it's -1 diopter, dare I say, that stuff is not beneficial and necessary. If it's 2 diopters, still for close-up, your kid should never be wearing -2 diopters or less for close-up, ever, for a minute. Because hyperopic defocus, Google Scholar, if I don't forget, I'll link it below. Search hyperopic defocus. This is not my idea. This is not fringe. This is not even hippie fringe stuff. This is proper clinical medical science that says this stuff, especially when you wear it up close, causes hyperopic defocus, which causes your eyeball to elongate, which is progressive myopia. This is not, we're not far-fetched. Like this is not hippie land. This is just fact. But just like how you can buy cigarettes and you can buy GMO food and you can buy all kinds of things that are terribly bad for you, right? But they say you can buy it. This is also some bad stuff. And just because somebody in a lab coat and a fancy bunch of letters after his name tells you it's okay, whatever, this rant could go on forever. Don't put glasses on little kids. Kid blog, I'll link it below. Psychological issues, you don't want to just take glasses away from kids. With kids, you have to be much more careful than with adults. The mainstream is going to disagree with what I say. None of this is medical advice. You know the drill. If you like this rant, or if you approve of this rant, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate it. Don't let kids wear glasses. See you in the next one.